Hey fam, hey, welcome back to my channel. So glad that you could join me. So today is Tuesday morning, probably when you're hearing this, and hopefully you are on your way to a place that you enjoy going. Sunday night gave us the gift, or the curse, of the first part of a 4-part tell-all. Now, I'm not sure how much all is going to be told, but we did get the first part. Of course, we start with all of them getting ready. We see them setting out their clothes. They're getting ready to go and meet Suki. Now, before I get into this, I just want to go ahead and give a grade to Suki so far. I know this is only part 1, but I'm going to go ahead and give her a C-. I'm going to give her a C- because I want to give her some room to grow. I also am just grading her on what I saw tonight. Of course, we know that Suki comes in pretty soft. She doesn't really ask the hard questions, but there was one point tonight where I think she tried to show the listeners and the viewers that she had been listening to us. I'm going to get to that in just a moment. As I said, they're all getting ready. They're getting their clothes together, and they're all kind of saying how they feel about going back into this tell-all. And did you all notice this teeth talking that Robyn was doing? Like talking through her teeth about how she felt about what was about to happen. I'm not sure if I've ever seen that before. I mean, I'm sure that if I were to go comb through every episode of every season, it's been there at some point. But tonight was especially apparent, and it was weird to me. And it just gave me one more reason to go, yeah, Robyn, you all can go now. Of course, we talked about saw that Robyn and Kody were going in different cars. Now, here's the thing. We know that you live in the same house. We know that you're going the same place. Please stop the charade of getting into 2 separate cars to go places. I think that they want to make it seem like, oh, Kody's just so busy that probably after this interview, he's got to go do some really big businessman thing, and I'm going to go home and take care of the kids. Give me a break. Stop the facade. Get in the car. Go to the interview. Stop it. You don't have to sit on the couch together. We know that it's not that kind of a showdown this time, but stop with the whole driving separate thing. As we go ahead and start, Suki decides that she's going to ask some really weird question. I thought it was weird. If this were a variety show, what would be your song? Of course, Christine says, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Didn't expect any less on that one. Janelle comes in like a boss and says, we will rock you. And that she did this season. She rocked Kody to his socks. Then, of course, Mary says, all the single ladies. And Suki starts to do the single ladies hands dance. And that's pretty much all Mary could choose. Although I think that she probably could have chosen something like disappearing acts. Something where it just seemed like she was sort of fading. What's the Amy Winehouse song, Fade to Black? Could have chosen that song, but I like that she chose and all the single ladies. I like that she chose that. Of course, they didn't ask Robyn, but if I had to choose a song for her, it would probably be between Cry Baby and I don't know. You guys tell me down in the comments, if you could pick a song for Robyn, what would it be? But Cry Baby would probably be my choice, but Suki didn't care, so there you go. The one thing, too, that I wanted to point out that I noticed last night that I've never really paid attention to before was Kody's lips. Not in a good way. Like, I wasn't paying attention in a good way. I was paying attention in a, can somebody get this man some Carmex way? Like, for real, give this man some Carmex, because his lips looked completely chapped. I don't know what the season is up there right now, if it was cold in the studio or he just didn't decide to lotion or put on some chapstick for his lips. But he needs to do that every single time. Robyn is slipping on her job. She's slipping. That needs to be a part of the contract when you sign it. Always make sure that your husband is wearing Carmex when he's got lips like that. So we get into talking about Robyn and Kody's relationship, which we talked about a lot in this first part. And I'm just going to talk about those things that jumped out to me. One of the first things that jumped out to me was that Kody said that when he met Robyn, he just wept with joy for months. Well, I'm going to say that was the point then, that you should have let your other wives go. You should have had some kahunas. You should have sat them down and you should have said exactly what you're saying to all of us tonight. You should have said, listen, when I married you because of the principle of the faith. I told you that I was in love with you, but I was a young dude. I didn't know. I married you because I thought, hey, you're going to be a great financial whiz, Janelle. And I married you, Christine, because you were church royalty and you thought I was cool and you wanted to hang out with me all the time. That's why I married you. But now I have met the love of my life and we are going to ride off into the sunset. That's what you should have said. You should have let them go instead of putting them through 30, 20, however many years that you've been with some of these women, and especially poor Mary. And I'm going to say this. I think not the way I feel about Mary has necessarily changed, but I have a little bit more empathy for her because what he's put her through has been absolutely atrocious. I know that she has chosen some of it for herself, but the fact that she thought at some point that there was a chance for them to get back together and it came from him really makes me sick. Really, really makes me sick. Then we come back from the break and we talk about how Mary sees that Robyn and Kody are soulmates. They're meant for each other. And she asks the $1 million question. You know, she says, but why did it have to come with the family going by the wayside? Absolutely. You literally chose a woman's love over all of your children, knowing your grandchildren, like really simple things that no one should come between. Come on now, the Il Na Na cannot be that good. Like she's got a spell on you. I'd be concerned about that. But yeah, there's nobody that could come in between, even my cousins and I. Like there's nobody in this world who's going to stop me from ever knowing my children, my grandchildren. I'd be like the opposite of what he says. He wants them all to sort of get on board and like her. But honestly, it'd be like, you need to like my kids. And if you don't, to the left, to the left. So then they talk about the big fight that they had, Janelle and Kody, and they're showing different people seeing this fight maybe for the first time. And of course, most of them are watching in disbelief. They can't believe it. But, you know, Robyn has to do her little Robyn acting school thing and look away like it's just so hard for her and pretend that it's bothering her. Get out of here. This doesn't bother her. She knows it went down when it went down. You're a year out. Stop it. And they both say, Cody and Robyn, that the thing that triggered him was this tree that Janelle had in her house and was going to take over to the Airbnb with Christine and her children. My only thing to say about that is this. If a tree is something that triggers you to the point of having a fight like this, you need to be committed. I am not a psychologist. I am not a psychiatrist. I cannot diagnose anyone, but that's how I see it. Right? You have the Rockefeller Center tree at your house with Robyn. Why are you so concerned about this little tree that Janelle's going to take to the Airbnb to hang out with people who actually want to be around her, whose kids she loves? She loves Christine's kids. Nobody's got to apologize to nobody. We can just celebrate, have a good time. So then she says that Robyn, who is basically speaking for Kody, because, you know, she can speak Kody, basically says that Kody turned into a kindergartner and says, well, you know, Janelle picked Christine. Yeah, she sure did. And the rest of us have picked Janelle and Christine too. So be mad at me. Be big mad. I don't care. Everything is about the narcissist Curls a lot, accusingly saying that C and J getting along are pissing him off because he believes that every waking moment is spent thinking about him. Right? I'm mad because they get along. They should have gotten along years ago. Well, here's the thing, Kody. People grow, people change, people actually become adults. Now, I know that you didn't, so that idea is a little far-fetched for you, but people grow and change. You don't have to stay in the same spot. Look it up. It's on Google. It's on Google. I love that Christine tells the story of Kody calling Janelle when they were on a vacation together and basically saying, I'm going to die. You need to come home. Christine's like, absolutely not. All you're going to do is you're going to go to the store. You're going to bring him something. You're going to drop it off on his porch and you're not even going to see him. You are not leaving. You are staying. Good on you, Janelle, because that's the kind of friend I want. And if I don't have a friend like that, I don't want no friends at all. I want a friend in my life who's going to go, look at how he's using you. Because when you had COVID, did he come running to you? Would he have come home from a trip for you? Doubt it. He won't even leave Robyn's house to see if you're okay. Christine said, I'll be damned if you're going to travel all the way back to bring that man something from Walgreens. I am not sponsored by Walgreens, but damn if you're going to bring that man something from Walgreens to leave on a stoop and you never get to see him. And then our trip has been ruined, which is exactly what he set out to do. He wanted to ruin the camaraderie. So I'm going to call Janelle, who I think I can convince to come home and bring me something, and then ruin their trip. Absolutely not. Coming back from the next commercial break, I have a question. Have you all looked at Robyn's ring? Now, I know I talked about the big stallion ring that matches Kody's, but did you know that Robyn has a ring that matches Christine's? Dun, dun, dun. Check it out. Her ring finger now has an infinity ring with a diamond in the center. Christine's wedding ring is an infinity ring with what? A diamond in the center. Since this is about a year or two out, which came first, Christine's wedding ring or Robyn's wedding ring? I'm going to vote for Christine's. I'm going to vote for Christine's ring. I swear, Kody and Robyn are obsessed with this woman. I have never seen people talk about how something is one person's fault so much unless they were jealous. Jealous of her relationship with Janelle, jealous of her newfound relationship with David, just jealous. I mean, literally borderline obsessed. Now you're buying jewelry that matches her. Yeah, y'all must have really not liked her. Yeah, I talk about people I don't like incessantly. Not. I have a bit of advice for Robyn. You should stop pushing on your tear ducts to produce tears. It's only going to give you wrinkles and nothing's coming out. If you go too much further up in your eyeball, you're going to go blind. Cut it out. Your face was dry. There were no tears. If there were, Suki probably would have offered you a tissue, and she did not. Janelle has always seen me as a specimen, Kody says. Okay, but you want to get back with her, though. You want romantic love with Janelle, but she's only seen you as a specimen. She's choosing Christine, and I don't want to talk to her anymore, but I want to have a relationship with her. She doesn't want to reconcile. I wasn't really in love with her when I married her, but I want to get back with her now. Which is it, Kody? To quote your only standing and legal wife, when you were back in Vegas, sitting at the dining room table with your 3 other wives, favorite wife said, "You're giving me freaking whiplash." To direct quote, "You're giving us whiplash. You don't know what you want to do. You want to do what you have a choice to maybe do. Christine's not an option for you. Janelle could be an option, but come on, truth be told, she ain't an option for you either. She ain't coming back to you. We all see that. We know that by now. Mary's like, I'm out. You not finna string me along. But you weren't even stringing her along. You were playing in her face. And she said, I'm done. I'm tired. And I can't wait. Because as we go along in this tell-all, Mary says, oh, I will be heard. My voice will not be silenced. Speak, Mary, speak. Tell us everything. Ain't nobody gonna it's just between me and you. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing, girl. I got your secrets. I'm gonna keep your secrets. I love that Janelle laughed so hard at the fact that he's talking about his pecs. I'm gonna need him to show me said pecs before I believe that they're there. I'm not saying the man is overweight by any stretch of the imagination, but what I am saying is that what you see in the mirror is not reality. But I have a theory. I think that it makes sense that Kody would say that Janelle sees him as a specimen, she liked him for his pecs and all of that, and that he will still have a romantic relationship with her because in his mind, her liking those things, those physical things about him, puts him in a very godlike position. And so Janelle would be worshiping those godlike characteristics that he has chosen, which makes it easy for him to be in a romantic relationship with her. She worships me. She likes me. She wants me. She sees me as this thing that I see myself as, or that I want to be. Child, I'm going to tell you, this wasn't a long review because didn't a whole lot happen. I'm sticking with my C- for Suki until I see more. I really, really don't think the grade is going to go any harder. I think she did try to have a moment where she thought that the audience would kind of maybe sway to her side when she asked Kody if he was jealous about Christine and Janelle having a relationship. She did this little sniggle. She was like, well, are you jealous of them talking right now? Yeah, Suki, you're going to have to do more than that to let us know that you're going to maybe ask a hard question, because that wasn't a hard question. You may have given us a little bit of a show of how you feel about Kody and his ridiculousness, but not enough yet, boo. Not enough yet. All right, y'all. I'm going to see y'all this week because I have some other things that I want to get on here and talk about. We have another one coming up on Sunday. I hope that you'll be ready for it. I know I will. I'm waiting to get to the part where Robyn says, and I'm not being dramatic, Christine. See, she's so obsessed. Girl ain't even talking about you and you blaming her for crying or something. All right, y'all. Like I said, I hope you're on your way to somewhere that you enjoy. Remember that if there's anything you want to do, go ahead and do it. Life is short and there's enough room for everybody. All right, y'all. Peace, love, and hair grease. We out.